So you just bought this premium battle deck set and you want to upgrade Granblue. What is up, students? It's Devlin Cassidy, aka the Scholar, and today we're going to be doing our $50 budget Granblue upgrade from the Pale Moon and Granblue premium deck set. If you don't have your deck set though, then I don't really know why you're on this video. Please go check out Kingslayer cards. Their link in the description down below, and use the promo code SCHOLAR and save 5% off of any of their sealed product or pre-orders that they have coming up. They are stocked all the way up until DBT 11, and they are just going to keep it coming. So use the promo code, you support me, you support the store, and most importantly, you get yourself cardboard. But we're not here to talk about all of that. We are here to talk about the budget upgrades that I made for the Granblue side of this set. This total for all of the budget upgrades came out to $44.56, which is perfect to have your deck become competitively viable. Now, we're going to start here, of course, with the Undead Skull Dragon. Just by one copy, this card is only 50 cents out of the deck set for singles, so this just helps you when you eventually climb higher into Granblue, once you're able to afford that Megiddo that is sitting around, unfortunately, for like around $40 right now for the promo version. Yeah, this still helps you have a good finisher, and it allows you to always have access to 2 Skull Dragons when you need them most for your bad bounty plays, so that way if one gets checked, you're still guaranteed to have another. Next is we increased a copy of Greedshade by 1. I still think this is the most powerful card in Granblue, giving you access to your entire drop zone and adding a card back to your hand is perfect. So please, I definitely play Greedshade. No reason for you not to play this card as more copies. Next is Spurring Meta Elena. This is just a 10k body for you to ride on if the matchup permits for it, but it also serves the same function as Column Bar to revive a unit in your drop zone on that side of things, and it gives it a little bit of power. Unfortunately though, it's only grade 2 or less, so you can't like call a Skull Dragon and attempt to beat with it, but it does give you a nice little 10k body to ride on if that matchup calls for it, and at 50 cents, I don't think you can get beat much value. Next is Jessie. Jessie the Ghosty here is a very good card. This lets you kind of do the little time leap shenanigans that Ghosties used to do. So Jessie here just helps you get a counter charge, and he gets pretty beefy on his own. So this card I think is really good for some during battle phase counter charging, which this deck graciously appreciates. Then we added some tech 1-ofs, starting with Ursula. This card helps you not get Denial Griffin, like your Night, keeps your Night Storms protected, and all of your other guys here. It is just so good to protect whatever's in front of it, like a Skull Dragon or things. That way those pesky cards just can't be retired by your opponent's effects. It is really, really perfect. Next, we also play Sleeve Tugging Bell because the Narukami matchup is abysmal for this deck. It's very strong. It's very hard to play. Stun Verse is a very strong card. Having your units bound is just no fun because we want them in the drop zone, and Sleeve Tugging Bell helps us do that, and she gets big for every card that she sends away. She also pairs very well with Dancing Cutlass in this deck because Dancing Cutlasses do bind themselves, but you'll always be able to have access to counter charging if you're able to constantly call her. So it is very perfect, and it is awesome that we get to see Sleeve Tugging Bell do the work. For our final one-of, it is Hanali. Hanali here is a great card. It helps you keep your opponents off of doing these big multi-attack combo plays that Premium is so well known for. So this is just very good to call during your opponent's turn, and is absolutely a perfect tool to use. And then finally, for the grade 1s, we play 3 copies of this Water Spout Djinn. This is roughly actually about $3 on a TCG player, which is perfect. It definitely still in our budget, and this card helps you just counter charge and do a bunch of stuff. You will be able to counter charge a card when you have a copy of Water Spout Djinn. So again, just more counter charge. We always want to have our CB open for all of our plays, so this just helps ensure that we always have it. And then we added a old Grenache. Grenache here is the end of turn counter charging. Of course, you're just seeing a theme here of counter charge, counter charge, counter charge, and this helps fulfill the end turn of that. If we are CB denied for our defensive plays, we can just call this at the during our opponent's turn with Negro Lily and get some CC back when it's declared as hollow. And then for our trigger upgrades, we added 4 copies of Wild Seas Banshee. This card is so perfect because this card, when it attacks, same as the Exotic Jerker from the Pale Moon video, shove it to soul, and you get 10k to your Vanguard, and you get to draw a card. And it's a 10k trigger, which helps. But we also have a old G version similar to Rough Seas Banshee, where you use just an act, shove to soul, draw a card. very, very perfect here. Just helps your deck be a little faster, so playing like essentially upstart goblins in your decks really helps. For the G-Zone, we increased Bartholomew's copy by 1. This card is still a very good finisher for Granblue and something you should definitely look forward to leaning into to play because that guard restrict is very deadly. And then we also increased Bad Bounties copied by 1. This card did take up 25% of the budget, but boy is it worth it as a great extender, as this plus Night Rose is very, very strong. And if you're able to even upgrade this deck and grab a Night Mist to break right over during your battle phase, it's just even more powerful. So definitely, as more money comes along, you can upgrade this deck even more. But Bad Bounty is such a staple card to this deck. Helps you play the Ghidorah and Link Joker matchups very well. There's just great utility in this card. We also got another copy of Negro Nora. Negro Nora here lets us do a bunch of fantastic things. This card does just so many different aspects, allowing you to guard with cards. That is why we still play the draw PG, so that way you're able to recur the draw PG from drop. But she is just really, really good and really happy to have her. Same reason though, we bumped up our Oriana. She is a very strong defensive card, just being able to neg the crit on a unit for the battle, just so I'm being like, hey, don't have to guard with shield when it doesn't deal me any damage. And then finally we play one more copy of Negro Lily. This helps us do all of our toolbox and weird plays that we can do during our opponent's turn, and so this is why we really want her as the third, because she just puts in so much work, and we absolutely love the fact that we have her in this deck. Well, that's going to do it for today's Granblue video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys need any products, please go shop with Kingslayer Cards and use the promo code SCHOLAR and save 5% off. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow all of my social media, and go check out the Pale Moon video that is just around the corner. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. I love you all, and take care.